Okay, this is part 2 of our Grendel build with the Geissele SMR Mark II fore-end, and we're now installing the gas tube, which you just slide back far enough into the receiver to clear the gas block, and then align the hole in the gas tube with the hole in the block for the roll pin. Use the correct size roll pin punch. And seat the roll pin fully. Okay, that's done. Now I should have mentioned earlier that I received this this Geissele fore-end as a gift from Geissele. I had posted a thread around Christmas complaining about a different fore-end that I had bought and what I wasn't happy with about it, and Saga on AR15.com read the thread and gifted me this SMR Mark II. It is a blim. There's not really much on it that I would consider a blemish, but they did gift it to me, and I'm very appreciative of it and really happy with how it's turned out. One of the main things that I like about it is their mounting system. I like that the barrel nut does not have teeth or holes for the gas tube to pass through, so you can hit the torque spec exactly and not have any trouble getting the gas tube in. I think that's a real plus. The fact that it's a longer nut, and the nut itself is 1/1000th smaller than the hole it fits in the rail. So it's an extremely tight setup. Doesn't have hardly any flex in it. If you're shooting off a bipod or anything like that, it's not gonna torque or flex whenever you load your bipod up. So I'm really happy with that. And I'm going to get set up to actually slide the rail on now. Okay. We're going to slide the rail on from the muzzle end over the gas block. And this rail is 13 inches long. So if you had a non-low profile gas block, this rail would not work with that application. It's got to be able to pass over it unless you have some kind of off-the-wall gas block that's longer, gas system that's longer than a rifle length system, as the fore-end does cover. Okay, now we're going to align the top rail of the SMR with the top rail of the receiver. To do that, we're going to use this 80M 20 MOA mount by spanning the fore-end rail and the receiver rail and then clamping this down, and that will twist the fore-end rail in perfect alignment with the receiver rail. That's another thing on the AR Stoner receiver rail. I've tried this mount on 4 AR receivers. I had to tighten the adjustment screws by far tighter on the AR Stoner than anything else. It's also very loose, wobbly fit on the double star lower, as well as a Bushmaster and the spikes and a couple other lower receivers. It's all around under spec on the size. Okay, now that we have that aligned, we're going to pass these two bolts through the barrel nut, and I've already coated them with the Loctite anti-seize. That's another good thing about this system. You can remove the rail for cleaning, lubing, whatever. I've got other AR-15s with different fore ends on them that have started to rust underneath, and there's no way to take it off to clean it without having to retorque your barrel over and over, which isn't good. Also, if, say, I want to go to a 15-inch SMR, I can leave this barrel nut on, pull it off, put the 15-inch on, use the 13 on a different gun. Really, really happy with the way this thing is designed. So we'll tighten those down. And it's fully mounted now. It has these two little anti-rotation screws right here on either side that you tighten until they contact the receiver. And then it's bomb proof as far as ever being able to rotate. There's no way possible it can rotate. And we're now fully assembled. The Mark IV, instead of having the threaded holes in the actual fore end, uses a small plate with the threads in it, so that if you were to over torque it and strip it out, you simply have to replace the plate rather than getting your fore end rethreaded, which is another nice feature. Okay, that's it for this video. Hopefully in the next one we'll be test firing the Grendel and starting to get some data and working on being able to take this thing through its paces. I hope to be able to get out past 800 yards with it, and we're going to try to do it all on video. Thanks for watching.